Alright, welcome to Artist Alley with JT Strazinsky. That was just me making it funny. JT Strazinsky.
So,
you know.
thanks for doing this.
Yeah. Thank you. It's good having you. It's good to see you, Ralph. Alright.
Hi, Josh.
It's always good seeing my buddy boy. But today, we're going to talk about your life as an artist. You know. Start by telling us how your artist's journey began.
Well, I went to Thomas Edison High School, which is a vocational high school. We had shops like automotive, robotics, computer repair, art, and none of the rest really seemed to interest me besides art, because, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna draw amazing characters and join some big company to make some great, exciting characters for a major video game. But, that didn't really go anywhere.
I'm sure we all thought of that when we were younger, right?
Yeah.
Well, what was the hardest thing learning at that time, starting out?
It was actually drawing, the one thing that I wanted to do so much. I could not draw at all. I couldn't draw what was in front of me. I couldn't draw from reference. The most I could do was the grid method, but that could only take you so far. I mean, we weren't allowed to use the grid method every single project that we did. So it was really rough on me just drawing anything, really.
Ah. And it's been a while since then, maybe about 6 or 7 years, I'd say. And from that time, how do you think you've changed as an artist since then?
Because I couldn't really draw so well as much as the others, I definitely took more focus in my design ideas, exactly what I could make and what I could incorporate in my projects that would ultimately give me a stronger outcome, better design, better just aesthetic overall, I think was my strong suit, and what I was able to cultivate and practice throughout that.
What do you feel some of your biggest accomplishments are?
I think my biggest accomplishment is being able to have created my own drawing style. It's kind of like a free-flowing, no planning, just thoughtless draw. I just really put the pen to paper and create anything, really. It mostly turns into like a shape, and that shape will turn into a face. That face can be turned around like 3 times and see different things.
Do you do this on purpose?
I don't do it on purpose, but once I have an idea, I just go on with it as if I know what I'm doing.
Wow.
So when I show it to people, they see a whole bunch of different things, and if they don't see anything, then I'll just point out stuff to them, and they'll be shocked that they were able to see it in the first place.
That's interesting. How did you use the knowledge you gained from art in general, like these days?
Well, now I use it as my foundation for my photography. I got into photography from a project I also did in high school. I feel like those first few pictures inspired me to really go into photography and take my design aesthetic and my composition style to making photographs. I feel like I can strengthen my composition sense in photography.
Well, let's talk about your art. Well, here we have a piece. When was this done?
Senior year of high school.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, it's two photos woven together. The photos had to have a theme that makes sense and correlate together. So I chose one of the first few men on the moon and a husky, which is part wolf. And so dog is man's best friend, basically, and wolves howl at the moon. And, you know.
I thought you said you couldn't draw.
Well, honestly, since it was woven together, I used the grid method basically for this. Besides that, I think I honestly chose two of the hardest pictures I could put together. The contrast in this is ridiculous, and there's so much shading. The sudden change from white to very, very dark gray was honestly stressful on my eyes. It was really tough working on this for a couple of weeks.
I think you did a great job. It looks like a really fantastic piece of art.
Thanks.
What inspires you? Is there anyone or anything that influences your style?
Yeah, most definitely. Two artists in particular, Joan Moreau and Vasily Kandinsky. Joan Moreau was kind of like the father of automatism. He just, drew no planning for the most part and did whatever he wanted to do. His surrealist drawings really inspired me to impulsively draw what I do and just create something out of nothing, really. And Kandinsky, the way he uses color and brings them together in the way that can invoke different emotions and different feelings of atmosphere, helped me use that kind of idea with the patterns that I create with my lines, and really try to invoke different atmosphere in my patterns.
So these artists play a big part in what you do, then?
Yeah.
We don't have much more time left. I just have one more question for the viewers. What does being an artist mean to you?
Well, honestly, I think it just means being able to do what you want, what's really inside your heart, and kind of just make it physically, whatever unique idea you have in your brain, and just turn it into something.
That was well said, bringing your emotions to fruition, so to speak. I agree. I totally agree. It was really great having you today.
Thanks.
Always good to see you, Ralph.
Thanks.
That's all the time we have for today, but I'll see you next time on Artist Alley. I'm JT. This has been a broadcast. You can cut that out, but.